Welcome to The Ride. It's Norwegian amateur rider Jonas Stromberg's moment of truth. Will he conquer his challenge riding up Mont Ventoux alongside Tour de France legend Sean Kelly and this year's hot favourite Chris Froome? Mont Ventoux, the bald mountain as the French call it, is one of the most frightening and legendary Tour de France climbs. In 1970, Eddy Merckx, when he won a stage on Mont Ventoux, gasped, "It's impossible." Then he collapsed and had to be given oxygen, although it has to be recorded he did win 8 stages and the Tour that year. The Ventoux has also been the theatre of dark drama. It claimed the life of British cyclist Tom Simpson, who died here on July the 13th, 1967. That's exactly 46 years ago. In 2002, the 7 times King of the Mountains rider Richard Virenque produced an amazing effort with 10k to go, tackling the climb on his own and conquering the mighty mountain. After a good night's sleep, our amateur Jonas, our legend Sean Kelly, and the pro Chris Froome are ready for the 20k of climbing. At the bottom of Mont Ventoux, in Bédoin, they're making the last preparations for the big challenge.
I really needed to see Mont Ventoux before the Tour de France. Sean Kelly, I'm sure, brought back a lot of memories for him, and hopefully for Jonas also a day he'll never forget.
It's unnormal to have like the Sky car behind us and Chris Froome on the side. It's awesome. It's great. I think there was a lot of guys wanted to be in my shoes, on my bike. This is a dream come true for sure.
This section can be the most difficult.
Really?
Yeah, when they're
running.
you know, when they're driving, just full gas here. Everybody wants to be in position.
Yeah.
And yeah, stage is long, but you have no selection before. Yeah. So you're going to have all the guys keeping their leaders in position, and here it's going to be.
I think for Chris it was it's very important that he do the climb, of course, you know, for the Tour de France stage, for the mountaintop finish later. But as we went on the climb, you know, we talked a bit about it, and again, the lead into the Ventoux was a very interesting one because it starts to go up very gradually, but everybody with intentions of doing anything in the general classification of the Tour de France, they want to be in the front. They have their teammates who are working to keep them, so the pace is automatically very high. It just goes faster and faster as you get to the bottom of the Ventoux.
Well, I think at the bottom of the climb, it's probably ideal for a lot of people to attack there with it being so hard. But then again, it's still quite far from the finish, so anyone who does go there needs to calculate their effort very carefully.
Well, Chris Froome had never ridden Ventoux before this day. This ride with our amateur and our legend is a great chance to enter Recce, the famous climb, which has often been decisive in the Tour de France. Most of the great champions managed to control the bald mountain, and this year Chris Froome can become one of them, even if he doesn't necessarily have any previous experience of riding up it.
To be honest, I'd never actually watched a live stage of Ventoux before. Obviously, since it's been included in the Tour de France this year, I went and looked back. It's a completely new discovery for me, and something that should come in handy in July for me. This is definitely going to be one of the critical moments of this year's Tour de France, and this is somewhere where the general classification is definitely going to be played out there.
Pardon? Maybe not. But I turn it down the way they can't see me suffering.
So when did you start cycling?
Actually quite late, proper cycling. I was growing up in Kenya. I was always just on a mountain bike, but never for training or for cycling reasons. It was just really for transport and to get out and explore, really. I used to love just going off-road, just into the bush and finding cool things, animals and stuff.
Yeah, good.
But it was never really about the training or the racing or the fitness side of it.
We were talking about his home place, his where he came from Kenya, from when he was living down in South Africa, his when he started cycling, everything. So yeah, we get to know each other a little bit. Yeah, it was good.
Into the climb, that difficult terrain. When you come here on the tour, it's so difficult to remember all the people, just to recognise the pints. Yeah, like when you arrive there in the left hairpin at the bottom, that you can remember, but here, the people. Ease off a bit.
The Ventoux, you know, when you start the real climb, the percentage is very, very solid, as Chris Froome said, and it goes on for a long time. It goes on for 4 or 5 kilometres. And if you're not on a good day, well then I think you will be in difficulty there and you'll start to lose contact. And that is the Ventoux.
Welcome back to the ride on Mont Ventoux with our 3 riders. The pro Chris Froome, the legend Sean Kelly, and the amateur Jonas Stromberg. And after a few quiet kilometres, Jonas has attacked Sean and Chris, and they didn't react. Well, his attack was short. Jonas realised a solo run on Mont Ventoux would have been quite suicidal.
Do not be looking around.
Where's my team?
Old man, are you doing good?
I'm getting warmed up now.
Yeah.
The first part was definitely a lot more solid, a lot steeper. I think when you first arrive on the climb, it's like, wow, this is really quite hard, and you don't have any recovery in that part in the forest. The first 7-8 kilometers that are just quite relentless all the time.
When you are planning the attack?
Not today. When we finish here in Paris-Nice, I win the stage here at Challerange. But I was with climbers and they were attacking each other, but then they stop and everybody look, and I get a little dropped, I come back, dropped, I come back. I was dropped 5 or 6 times.
And then you hit them in the final KO.
I got to the finish. The finish, you turn the corner, it's a flat 400 or 500 meters. So in the sprint, yeah. I was so lucky that they were marking each other all the time. You know what you could do for me? When we get to Challerange, you can give me your wheel. And then I will remember for the rest of my life. You're so strong. 28, 25. Same for you.
Sean's got troubles with his gear. The day before, he wasn't even sure what gear would be okay for him.
Yeah. Do you want to change wheel?
Okay?
I'm gonna use the 1128 on the climb.
28?
Yeah.
I don't think you need a 28, but yes, it's always better to be safe than sorry.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
Sean Kelly had got the wrong gear on his bike. I had the 28, he had the 25. He told me if I gave him my wheel, he wanted to be thankful for all his life. So he's a legend. I gave him my wheel.
You know, I had a gear which was, you know, not the right gearing for the climb. It was too heavy gear, so I didn't have the K-Dons, you know, when we were climbing there. So I asked Jonas to kind of have his wheel because he was so comfortable. It wasn't going to, you know, really be a big problem for him.
Now I'll be okay because I changed my wheel. So I will be good for the final.
I have the old man wheel.
Jonas seems very easy.
He seems pretty relaxed, yeah, so far.
Okay.
But no, the climb up until here has been really solid and not much recovery. So I can only imagine at the end of a 240k stage in the tour, this is gonna hurt. Yeah.
Okay, now we do the final bit to the top. I will try to make to the top.
I didn't even see him go. I think we were talking and getting ready for the second part, and Sean, he left 5 minutes ago. He's already up the road, so that was a bit sneaky of him, but yeah, I'm sure experience comes in handy.
There was a lot of talking about the climb, and the cameras were there, so I said this is the moment where I can just take 2 or 3, 4 minutes advantage, and I just slipped away quietly, and I think I was already gone 1 or 2 minutes before it was realised that I had left.
Welcome back to the last part of The Ride on Mont Ventoux. After a stop at Challerange to exchange wheels with our amateur rider Jonas, Sean Kelly decided to leave his partners and restart towards the top with a serious advantage. without warning, Chris and Jonas. A bit sneaky, huh?
I didn't even see him go. I think we were talking and getting ready for the second part, and Sean, he left 5 minutes ago. He's already up the road, so that was a bit sneaky of him, but yeah, I'm sure experience comes in handy.
I did a sportif at the Paris-Roubaix
All right.
the day before. So.
Okay. What was that like? That was on the cobbles?
Yeah,
Okay.
you do like the last 100. So
All right.
you have from Arnberg.
So starting from Arnberg onwards. You can't actually really appreciate the size of those cobbles, can you? Until you ride it.
No, it's like so big. And we don't have that speed into it, so the first cobble is like that hard.
I think that wheel's working a bit too well for you.
No, it's
better now.
experience. Yeah.
He was saving himself for the last few Ks.
The other guys, they came back to me, they came back to me strongly, and it gave me a little bit of a breather because I was able to ride the first from Chely-Renard. That first 2-3 kilometres I was to ride at an easier pace, get back into the rhythm again.
In 1967, the British rider Tom Simpson died after collapsing during the climb of Mont on the 13th stage of the Tour. A memorial stands at that place to pay tribute to him. Our three riders make a stop to remember that Mont Ventoux is not only a mythical mountain for the sport, but it can also be a dramatic place.
We stopped there at the memorial and just took a look, heard a little bit about what happened.
For me, quite hard hitting, seeing that memorial there and just fully coming to grips with the history that the climb has, and that it really is you'd say a historical climb. It's got a lot of story to it, and it has taken casualties. I've got some in the car. Good.
We were riding in it was inside the last 2 kilometres, a kilometre and a half to the finish, and we were riding at a strong pace, and I decided just to leave it slip back a little bit, and the other guys thought I was suffering, and the moment I got behind them, I attacked on the left-hand side, just in the drafting of the motorcycles.
had to just do a little dirty trick just to hold his seat post and try to attack him, but then it was like over. I just had to go to the top there. The last corner there was, yeah, then we saw the top. We saw it was crowded up there. People were standing there with cameras, taking pictures. Like you feel like a winner, even though I've been beaten by Chris Froome, but that's okay. I took Sean Kelly, so that's great.
Good job, man.
When I came up there, it was like the dream come true. Yeah, you have conquered it. You have done it. You have like all this month I have like been pedaling so hard in the night, in the rain, in the wind, back in Norway, and now I'm here in good weather. It's like everything is perfect. You have Sean Kelly, you have Chris Froome, and my bike, and I was on the top. I was finished. It was great. It's an awesome feeling.
It has been the performance which I was pretty much expecting, because from the moment we meet in Oslo, and when we start talking to him, you know, he is a guy who you see immediately he's in good condition. He's been a cool guy. He's quite relaxed, and I think that has helped him a lot also. But I think the fitness level, that's what's carried him through more so.
This guy is definitely a bit far out there with his big moustache and crazy style with the tattoos and everything. But you can see he's a really keen bike rider. Actually put me in pressure there the last kilometer to the top, and yeah, almost dropped me.
Congratulations, Jonas, you conquered the road, made the ride, and here's something for you to remember that. All right.
The feeling now is like unbelievable. I'm so happy to have done this and to get the opportunity to do it. I wouldn't be out it for the world. So this is just great. I'm so happy and so stoked to be a part of this. So this is great. Yeah, so Remy, you have all my best luck next week. You're gonna do it hard, go fast, take the pro down, and take care of the legend. That's my advice. Good luck.
And in the final edition of the ride, we're with the French crew. The amateur Rémi Denost, coached by our legend Richard Véran, to climb Alpe d'Huez with the pro Pierre Rolland. Don't miss it. It's next week, next Wednesday, July the 17th. Till then, from the ride, goodbye.